What's up, movie lovers? You're watching Easily Entertained, where if you want to be entertained easily by me, then you're in the perfect place to be, you sexy sons of bitches. Let's get this show on the road. Today we'll be talking about Maggie Gyllenhaal's new movie, The Bride, her classic retelling on The Bride of Frankenstein. Now what can I say about this movie? Well, I never thought I'd see Frankenstein get his dick sucked, but I did. Lucky me! No, but really, if you go to the bathroom in the middle of this thing, be prepared to walk back into some pretty unexpected shit. This movie is wild. But is it good? Let's get into it. Starting off with the things I liked. The visuals here are stunning. I mean, the set design looks great. The costumes are on point. The makeup for the monsters is phenomenal. Frankenstein's makeup looks like painful. How it would look if you were walking around dead for 100 years stitched back up together. And it looks gross, but it's also not too scary or too monstrous, so you can look at him more like a human. The Bride's is eccentric, but it's not too over the top, which I was really worried about. You know, sometimes with like these movies, they make it just too much. This next one feels like a cop-out, but the cast here is stacked. I mean, Christian Bale is Frankenstein. He's Christian Bale. What more do you want me to say? You got Annette Bening as the new mad scientist. Penelope Cruz and Peter Sarsgaard as the detectives. You got Jake Gyllenhaal, who I love, but absolutely did not need to be in this movie. I mean, I thought his part was going to be way bigger, you know, due to him being an A-list actor. I thought he'd be like a main character or something, but he's not. It was a complete waste, and I'm about to go on a rant now, because I am sick and fucking tired of Hollywood not letting anybody else wet their beak. His part could have been done by any talented up-and-coming actor, and it would have made zero difference. And it would have been a win-win. The studio saves some money, and a new, unknown, hungry actor gets some exposure. But no, let's hire an A-list actor and spend millions of dollars for him to be in 4 scenes, and then wonder why every movie in Hollywood takes $1 billion to make, and ticket prices are so high that normal people can barely go to the movies anymore. But it's Maggie Gyllenhaal's brother, so I'm gonna let it get a pass. But next time, do better. And last but not least, the main girl herself, Jessie Buckley, and damn, she's good. I mean, this is the first movie I've seen her in, or that I've known who she was when I saw her, but she is phenomenal, especially with the material given, where she's got like a split personality and has to flow simultaneously between the two of them, and like one's like scared of the other. I'm always amazed when actors can pull off stuff like that, and she pulled it off, girl, okay? She also pulled off what very few films are able to do, and that's do like the strong female lead who's kind of, you know, unlikable and bitchy at first, but then you learn to love her and see that she has genuine reasons for being the way that she was, when usually this is how it goes. Look at this character. Isn't she so cool? She's like fierce and strong and independent, and she don't take no shit. No, she's just kind of a dick. But here you actually start to feel pretty terrible for her character, like, by the end of it. The more the story goes on, the more you like her, which, sadly for Frankenstein, is the complete opposite. Where he starts off like strong, like you're rooting for him instantly, because he's just like this like super kind, gentle, almost like timid dude who just comes with the doctor and is like, I've wandered the earth for hundreds of years by myself. I'm tired and alone and I want to fuck. And you're just like, yes, that is my guy. I hope you do fuck Frankenstein. I hope you get some Franken pussy. I'm kidding. But what he really does want is like love and companionship. It's genuine and it's pure and it's relatable. Like he's easy to relate to, so you root for him. But the more him and the bride spend time together, the more like her he becomes. Where the most interesting part of this was seeing the contrast between them, because he's more like gentle and soft-spoken. He loves film. He's very deliberate in the way that he carries himself and the things that he does, where she's more of a free spirit and rambunctious and loud, and she wants to go to the club and literally does and says whatever the fuck she wants. See, he's been a monster a lot longer than her, so he knows what he's doing. Like, there's a scene where they want to go to the movies, and he wants to go see the same movie or the same actor over and over and over again. And at first you're just like, whoa, he must really like this actor. But you start to realize, oh no, he's going to see this same movie or actor every time because there's never a lot of people in the theater. So he can keep it low key. She doesn't know stuff like this, so she drags him to a new movie where there's a lot of people and all shit breaks loose. And that's when the movie kind of starts to go downhill. Because then Frankenstein, he throws all fucking caution to the wind. And the farther and farther you get into the movie, the more of like this kind of brutish, hyperactive, damn near frat boy he becomes. Just like hanging outside the window of the car, like, woo, yeah, you guys want some beers? We should get some beers, man. And he becomes more like her. And it's disappointing because it's not as lovable as the gentle, kind nature that he had in the beginning, where if he would have started off that way from the beginning, from the get-go, it wouldn't have been as bad. But when you have a character that's one way that you really like, and then they make them a completely different way, it just makes that character less interesting. And the most interesting part of the movie, which was seeing the contrast between the two main characters and seeing how two completely different people could fall in love, when they start kind of like becoming the same, it just makes that part less intriguing. Why they changed his character, I have no clue. I'm sure it has something to do with character development, but whatever they developed, I didn't give a shit about. Luckily, they did the love story well. I will say that the chemistry is there. You do feel like these characters truly care about each other. It's surprisingly sensual somehow, and it works. It's a shame. There's a lot of stuff that works here, but it just lacks depth because all the stuff that you care about, they keep taking away from to add shit that you don't care about. Like, there's this mafia subplot that could be taken out of the movie, and it literally would have made no difference. It's so throwaway that I don't know why they put it in there. I guess because mafias are cool, that's why. Because you mafias are cool, dude. They fucking put the mafia in there and everyone's gonna love this movie. Oh my. Peter Sarsgaard and Penelope Cruz's characters, the detectives, I get it, they're necessary. We need someone that we're attached to investigating the case. Otherwise, it would just be Frankenstein and the Bride run into Nameless Cop 1, 2, and 3 every 30 minutes. But they are so one-dimensional. Peter Sarsgaard is the big shot, wisecracking cop, and Penelope Cruz is the down-on-her-luck lady police officer who's just trying to get her piece of the pie in an industry run by men. Which does bring some satisfaction, but for the love of God, I cannot tell you what the fuck their backstory was. Peter Sarsgaard's character, they try to give backstory to, but by the time they do, it's just a little too fucking late. And Penelope Cruz, she's just sexy. No, I'm kidding. No, but you see what I mean? It's just more shit that you don't care about. And the whole Joker-esque female revolution they try and do is done so half-assed. It's literally just a couple scenes of girls with their makeup done like the Bride running through the streets with guns and shit. But Ryan, that's exactly what they did in the Joker. Yeah, but in the Joker, it didn't take away from the main story. And it happened at the end of the film. A film that was leading and building up to that. It wasn't just chucked in there randomly to like make a fucking point and so the movie could be about feminism, which it is. It's a feminist movie, but it's good. They do it the right way. And before you guys say, oh man, telling which way that we can do feminism? Yeah, I can, because it's been done the wrong way. Black Christmas remake. When your whole fucking movie is you shitting on men and leaving half your audience like, what the fuck did I do? That's the wrong way. But luckily, here, they do it the right way. And it's tasteful, and I didn't leave feeling like a piece of shit for just existing. Go feminism! The main premise of the film, which is Frankenstein let loose in 1930s Chicago, sounds so exciting to see how the change in setting and time changes aspects of the story. Like, instead of villagers with pitchforks and torches, it's cops with guns and batons. But disappointingly, half the time you forget you're even in the 1930s, and Chicago might as well just be any other fucking city. Frankenstein and the Bride is Bonnie and Clyde, and just two monsters who are misunderstood because they are. It's not their fault. When they do the thing that makes them fugitives, you're like, hell yeah, fuck those people. You're completely on their side. And you're excited to see them on the run and see what two people in that situation would do and how they would get through the day to day. To see them fall in love as we, the audience, fall in love with them, which should have happened because they're completely likable characters. They're just explored so skin deep that by the time bad things start happening to them, you just don't care. That's the biggest sin this movie commits. That it either needed to be 30 to 45 minutes longer, or some stuff had to be cut to make time to explore the things we actually wanted to see. Because by the time the climax hits, and it's supposed to be this epic, gut-wrenching finale, you just don't care. We are at the end of the review, ladies and gentlemen, and now it's that time. It's time to rate it and tell you if your money you should spend it or save it. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say save it. Listen, guys, if it was January and there was no movies out, I'd say go and see it. But it's about to be springtime. We got a lot of movies coming out and a lot better movies to spend your money on. This movie gets a 6 out of 10. There it is, guys, the first full-length movie review over here at Easily Entertained, where if you want to be entertained easily by me, well, then you're in the perfect place to be, you sexy sons of bitches. Drop a like, leave a comment, and please, if you like my content, subscribe. It means the world to me. This is your host, Ryan Connolly, signing off, and until next time, stay sexy.